Bien, muchachos, pues este es el pueblo abandonado de la barranca.
¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué?
Whoop. That's comedy gold.
Some people say it looks like the head of a female who's peeking into the frame. Coincidentally, other users argue that it might be related to the demon that is dwelling in Mario Lara's party store.
Is related to the party store demon? I love that demon. But that's some comedy gold right there. Like the guy is literally just like, hello everyone, this town is abandoned. Whoop, nope, not abandoned. We've got whatever the hell that thing is lurking in the shadows. Like I bet you it was waiting for the perfect moment. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna get this guy, I'm gonna make him look like a fool on camera. We caught you in 4K, bro. You know this town isn't abandoned. There's somebody living there.
We see the face of a ghoulish woman appear and seconds later vanish.
You get a freeze frame or something? Oh yeah. Wait. Is she not supposed to be there? So we come back, and then she's gone. Oh wow. I don't know about ghoulish. Like, what if it was just a regular person? What if it was a regular person and she's like leaned back a lot more for the second part of the video? They're just there with their friends and this guy's like, that's a ghoul, bro. This poor woman. She's watching this video, you know, she thought she'd be watching something scary and then she sees her own face. She's having fun at an amusement park with her pals and this guy's like, that's no woman. Ghoul. What if she fell off the ride and died, and this man's like, yeah, this ghoulish woman was there for 1 second and then she wasn't, and then it turns out there's a tragedy.
Hey guys, just waking up, getting ready for work, and here we go once again. We got this door moving, we got my bathroom door moving. Hey, please stop, spirits, please. I'm actually, like, honestly scared to go check right now, because what if something's like, oh my, oh. Please stop. Please. Hello?
Hello. This man is absolutely terrified. You can hear it in his voice. He is freaking out. But the thing is like, it's got such like a fun and goofy caption, you know? Like, the ghosts are my new alarm clock. Alarm emoji, ghost emoji. I think at that point, like, you have to embrace it, you know? It's gotta be like a Casper the Friendly Ghost scenario where you just like at first you're scared because you don't really know what to do with a ghost, but now you're like, hey, ghost, thanks for waking me up in the morning, bro. You wanna start the coffee maker for me? Because if you let them know you're scared as hell, they're just gonna keep messing with you. You gotta get those ghosts on your side. From the doll room. Why do you have a doll room?
What the Oh my god. Go. What happened?
Do you just have a Ouija board in your doll room? Like, what do you... You invited this upon yourself, alright? You have a room full of creepy dolls that you call the doll room. You got a Ouija board on the shelf. I mean, you're asking for the dolls to stage some sort of terrifying uprising. That's all I have to say to you.
Captured on home CCTV, this family thinks they have a poltergeist. Watch as this opens by itself. There's no one around to touch the door, and the video doesn't appear to be altered or edited. How do we explain something like this?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take Poltergeist. Poltergeist for 100. Let's go. I'm down for a little ghostly action, to be honest. Because after some of these, I have no idea what's going on. This, clear as day. Or I guess clear as night, because obviously it's being shot in the dark. I wonder what encouraged the homeowners to film this door in particular? Do you think they heard it? Do you think like somebody saw it happen and they wanted to catch it happening again? Do you think the ghost was just messing with people? Maybe the ghost turned on the camera. Who knows?
His dogs were behaving a bit weird all of a sudden. Although his dogs don't seem to be necessarily afraid, they clearly notice that something is standing in the left room.
Yeah.
Let's zoom in a little bit. What can you see? It's a bit unclear to me.
It's been unclear to me too, if we're being totally honest. Yeah, I mean the dogs picked up on something, they're alert, and then what? Was there a shifting shadowy figure? Was there a ghost orb? I'm not really sure what I'm looking for here. And to be honest, you know, living with my dog during lockdown, whenever like a delivery would come, like he'd be on full alert, and sometimes when there was nothing, he'd be on full alert. So I don't know. I know that dogs like can sense things that we may not see with our bare eyes, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see again what I missed. Is that a dog? Cute little guy. He's not wagging his tail though. Huh? Oh. Who's that? Okay, get puppy away from whatever that is. Cryptids in the woods, man. Those things go together. Cryptids, woods, together, forever. It's beautiful. Yeah, that dog knew something was up. Like it was sniffing around. It was looking around. It was looking. Was not happy. If it was excited, its tail would be wagging. But it was on high alert mode. And whatever the heck was walking in the background, it was human-ish, but I don't know if it was like actually human. Just the way it was moving, it kind of lurched. It was super tall. Obviously, whoever was filming was like, oh my god, dog, get away from there. Please, let's go, Poochie, let's get out of here.
Come on. Color is moving again. The keys are moving.
What is that? Oh, hello.
My god. The door's just moving.
Spit in the kitchen.
What do you want? Why are you moving the keys?
Why is the spirit moving the keys? That's what I want to know. I was confused as to what that was at first, but I get it now. Yeah, this is another one where like the person is like absolutely distraught. Like they are so scared, and like what do you do at that point, right? The ghost is just gonna keep messing with you. You gotta take a deep breath and tell the ghost what's what. They're in the kitchen, they better be making you breakfast. If the ghost is hanging out near your oven, if they're not preheating the oven to put some Pillsbury cookies in there, what are they doing? Tell these ghosts they can't freeload anymore, alright? It's your house, you pay rent, alright? You've got a mortgage. These ghosts gotta go!
I don't know if you can see this. This is really weird. Domino, what is that? What the hell is that? Hey!
While filming the pitch-black woods behind his house, CJ caught the creature that had his dog's attention. A dark, human-like figure can be seen walking by the tree line before fading into the darkness. It's no wonder that CJ's dog Domino couldn't look away.
You go, Domino. Keep being a good guard dog. When it comes to dark humanoid figures in the dark that fade into the dark, to me it sounds like it's just like a trespassing person who realized that the dog saw them and decided to fade into the woods once more, like Homer Simpson, you know, fading into a bush. Just like that. But I don't know. I guess if the dog wasn't freaking out a whole lot, like maybe if Domino saw a person, it would like start barking and go after them because it was a spirit. Domino let it be. I don't know. Hard to say, but obviously whoever was behind the camera was a little bit freaked out. Just a little bit though. They weren't as freaked out as the people who had ghosts in their bedroom and kitchen.
Nothing crazy on first glimpse, but let's look a bit closer.
I saw, yeah, 2 people in a car. Maybe, like, I thought there might be something behind her, but then I realized it was like some light, like, reflecting off her large earrings. I'm really not sure what's in this one. I haven't a clue. I haven't the slightest idea. Interesting.
On the ground were a family, friends, and the assembled media. The launch was being covered live by CNN and a couple of other channels, but what happened next was horrific and beyond belief. In the aftermath of the disaster, it was concluded that the accident was due to a failure of rubber O-rings that provided a pressure seal in the aft field joint of the shuttle's right solid rocket booster. This failure was attributed to a design flaw, as their performance was compromised by the low temperature on the day of launch.
This is very, very sad. The Challenger, this was the Challenger. They were going to go to, where were they going? I don't know what their destination was, but somewhere in space. And this was one of those crews, they had a school teacher on it. And it exploded upon takeoff, and it was very, very sad, and it was all televised. It's just sad. It makes me very sad. I think there's a full documentary about it. There is a documentary, it's on Netflix. I added it to my watch list to watch. I love bleak documentaries. Anything to make me feel something.
The pilot then made the decision not to land at Long Beach, but to travel to Los Angeles International Airport, as the runways were wider and longer, and the safety equipment was more up to date. The aircraft flew in a figure of 8 for over 2 hours to burn off the fuel, so as to lighten the plane, lower the risk of fire, and reduce the stress on the landing gear. Contrary to some news reports at the time, the plane did not dump fuel into the ocean. The plane's flight had hit the headlines, and was being broadcast live around the world, and because JetBlue planes are equipped with direct TV satellite television, terrified passengers on board the flight were also able to watch live coverage on what was going on.
Okay, this story is crazy because I can't imagine being one of the people on the plane. I'd be having a heart attack. Essentially, the front wheels of the plane had twisted, so they weren't facing straight, so when it came to landing, they weren't going to be able to land. So what they did was they flew around until the gas was drained, so that the plane was light, so when they tried to land, there wouldn't be a massive explosion. It would just be a light crash, and maybe they could save everyone. I think they saved everyone. But can you imagine knowing like you're spinning in a circle, or like you're going in a figure 8 just to drain gas and hope that you live? Hope that you don't burn in a fire.
Why do you say that?
Because that's the only time there is.
The only time? What's wrong with morning, afternoon?
Well, they're okay, but nighttime's when it really gets good. Then you're really ready.
Luckily, this girl decided not to go on the date with Rodney after they met face to face because she said it was too weird. Well, that judgment saved her life because Rodney took the lives of over 130 girls. He would often pretend to want to date them and then end up murdering them, so this girl on the game show got off really easy. But how mad would you be if a dating show literally set you up with one of America's worst serial killers ever?
This story is insane, and I've heard about it many, many times prior. But yeah, it was literally like, there's a dating show, this guy goes on it. At this point, he's already killed many people, no one knows. And he's just like hiding in plain sight. He's like a Ted Bundy type, you know? That's a real sociopath right there. That's terrifying. This poor woman dodged a bullet. Can you imagine like going on a date with a killer and you don't even know? How did he get on this game show? That's what's crazy to me. I don't like it. I don't like that killers are just hiding in plain sight. Like you probably, I think they say, that in your lifetime you'll pass at least, what, 2 serial killers?
We're certainly going to make sure that they hired the best in the business, which they did not.
The night of the event, Owen was waiting to make his entrance for his Intercontinental title match against The Godfather. He was in the harness set up by the rigging crew and was connected to a rappel wire hanging from the rafters. While a hype package for the match was playing, the clip connecting him to the wire released, and Owen fell 24 meters.
I thought I heard screaming, and then I felt something brush against the side of my head.
Oh, that guy was lucky that he just felt something brush the side of his head, because if he had been directly under that man, he would have died as well. He would have broken his neck. This guy fell from a great height and died. This is why I don't trust harnesses. Well, maybe I do. Depends. I'm not going to just allow someone to keep me harnessed in the middle of the roof. I don't know. And then allow me to plummet if I fall, you know. There's got to be safety netting under me. This is like that time Pink was performing on stage and she was harnessed and she was supposed to go up in the air, but one didn't get put on properly and then she just got flung across the crowd. It's not funny, but it was, because she's okay. This guy was not funny. He died, I think. Oh, they didn't say if he died. Oh, he did. Okay, he died. R.I.P.
The 11th, 2011, a magnitude 9 earthquake shook northwestern Japan and unleashed a raging tsunami. The effects of this catastrophic natural disaster were felt around the world. More than 120,000 buildings were destroyed, with hundreds of thousands more damaged beyond repair, and nearly 16,000 people lost their lives from the initial earthquake, the tsunami, and post-disaster health conditions. And although it was not the largest tsunami in history, it was probably the most unexpected, and left more than 500,000 people homeless.
Oh, this is just another sad one. It's so upsetting. And 16,000 people dying. It's terrifying. And also, it's just scary how the ocean is so powerful and it's knocking down those buildings like they're nothing. Just pushing them out of the way. It's horrible.
Få trænet 2 gange inden vi skal spille den næste kamp, det kan godt irritere mig lidt, at vi måske må nøjes med en enkelt. Nu ser vi på dem i løbet af aften, skal de ikke træne, og så ser vi hvor meget de kan i morgen. Og eventuelt så vil vi lægge en træning ind lørdag.
But did you see what was wrong with the video? I'll play it again, so see if you spot it.
Måske ikke at få trænet 2 gange inden vi skal spille den næste kamp, det kan godt irritere mig lidt, at vi måske må nøjes med en enkelt. Nu ser vi på dem i løbet af aften, skal de ikke træne, og så ser vi hvor meget de kan i morgen. Og eventuelt så vil vi lægge en træning ind.
Okay, so this video, it's freaked out the internet for a period of time. It freaked me out. But I think the more you look at it, the more it seems like she might have just been walking at the same time as the woman. So she disappears. But she goes from motionless to motion, like she would have to move fast to catch up. We would have seen her. We would have seen her smoke.
So that he didn't disappoint his
Tiny
fans.
Tim.
At the end of the show, Susan had noticed that Tiny was breathing heavy and that he had gone completely pale. When she asked him if he was feeling okay, he simply said he wasn't and collapsed. He was rushed to the hospital where doctors tried for over an hour to revive him, but were unsuccessful. He was pronounced dead at 11:20 p.m. at the age of 64.
But that's very, very sad. I didn't actually know that this is how he died. And for those who don't know, Tiny Tim is the one that sang Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Is that how it goes? Tiptoe Through the creepy song from Insidious.
The mating season. The tour did rather poorly, playing to crowds much smaller than what the venues could hold. On April 26th, the tour came to the Sunderland Empire Theatre, where the play would be performed to an audience of around 400 people, in a venue that could hold over 2,000. 15 minutes in, as part of the show, actress Olga Lowe sprayed a perfume bottle under James's nose, after which he gasped for air and fell back onto the sofa behind him. Naturally, the audience and the cast all thought Sid was playing for laughs and found this amusing. He said his next line, but immediately following this, his head slumped over and his eyes rolled into the back of his head.
Holy, that's bleak. I assume that behind that blurry video was him dying. I've seen too many people die in this video, and it's quite traumatic actually. But it sounds like this woman, this poor man with her perfume. I wonder if she did it intentionally. Probably. And again, I ask, where do people buy? How do people do this? Actually, don't tell me, I don't want to know.
On February 18th, 1961, Garibaldi was set to wrestle a young Bruno Sammartino in a singles match. It seemed to be a pretty straightforward exhibition match until Bruno performed a scoop slam on Garibaldi. When Garibaldi hit the mat, Sammartino noticed that he wasn't selling the move and simply lay still. At this point, he also noticed that Garibaldi was rolling his eyes and making a strange noise. Sammartino informed the referee, who immediately stopped the match and declared him the winner. Paramedics were called to tend to Garibaldi, but it was too late.
Oh, it sounds like he had a heart attack. That's so sad. I mean, this happens all the time. Not specifically in wrestling, but boxing. People die in the ring. I watched a boxing match and the guy died in the ring. Again, it's right up.
17. During a live broadcast in a courtroom, the world was shocked when Slobodan, who had just lost his appeal against a currently serving 20-year prison sentence, declared, "I, Slobodan Praljak, reject the verdict. I am not a war criminal." He then drank from a small bottle containing a brown liquid before saying, "What I am drinking now is..." Shortly after the cameras cut, he slumped to the floor. The proceedings were halted and medical staff were called in, who took Praljak to a nearby hospital where he later died.
That's bleak as hell. Oh my god. So a guy, he's a criminal. Did they say war criminal? I can't remember. He's a criminal. He got tried. He was guilty. He said, "I'm not accepting that verdict." Took out some, downed it, died. Oh my god. Who just has... I thought that was like in the movies, you know? No one just has... How do you... people?
Angel ascending to heaven. Oh, but it looks like it's going down to hell. To me, anyways. An anonymous user on a paranormal message board insists that this is an image of an angel returning to heaven. But it looks like it's going down because it's spreading this way. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah, it looks like it's going down because it kind of just like... Yeah, that looks like it's going down. They're going to hell. It's a person going to hell, or it's a dude going... just fell off. That's really sad though if they actually fell. I hope that they're okay. Oh, these poor guys. They didn't expect this. This is probably a guy just like reenacting his World War II like Call of Duty life. He's like, oh, I just want this to be a thing, and he didn't think anybody was gonna see him. It's his own personal hobby, but Google Maps caught it. Poor guy. Poor guy. Guy in a mask. Looks like the Google car startled this guy in the middle of a leisurely gas mask stroll. Yeah. He's like, oh man, really living his life, and then all of a sudden, oh no, they can see me. His boss was like, hey Jared, is that you? I don't know why it said Jared. I think it's because he was just in here. But hey Jared, was that a you? That's my favorite hobby too. Let's be friends. I hope it ended well for him. Ooh, a bloody river. What's going on here? This is probably like an algae thing. Lago Vermelho. On a Google Maps survey in 2007, this lake appeared to be a startling blood red color according to Geek.com. If you take a look at the coordinates of this blood red lake now, it looks like a regular lake. No explanation for the strange sight was given, but Geek.com speculated slaughterhouses disposing of runoff blood may have caused the terrifying sight. I think it's more likely a case of algae, because I don't think a river would be that bright red if it was blood. I don't think so. I mean, blood's usually, I don't know, who knows? I don't know anything about blood. I haven't seen like somebody spill that much blood, so thank God, I don't ever want to see that. I feel like this is probably algae though, because like, you know, the pink lakes around the world, that's a result of some kind of algae. I feel like that's what it is. No way! There's no way they could have. If they did, I just don't want to eat meat anymore, but I love it so much. A parked flying saucer? We already know. That kind of looks like a bunker. That kind of looks like a bunker. I think it's a bunker, personally. I don't even know. Just because it's a circle doesn't mean it's a flying saucer. Okay, just because you see a frisbee in the park doesn't mean it's a flying saucer. I've heard that there's a bunch of bunkers around the world for very rich people in case things go really bad, like, I don't know, nuclear war. And they're like, oh, don't worry, I've got a whole bunch of Moet downstairs in my bunker. We'll just hide there for like 5 years. That's all you really need in life, no food, just Moet. Yeah, that's definitely either a bunker or flying saucer. If it's a flying saucer, guys, we already know. If you've watched this channel, you know. We all agree, aliens exist. They're here, we're ready for them. What? No way that can't be real. No way, that's not real, there's no way. The satanic symbol in Kazakhstan. Google Maps captured this image in the Lysychovsk region of Kazakhstan. I pronounced that wrong, I know. It might look like a satanic symbol and seem a little scary, but according to Emma Yuzmanova, an archaeologist who spoke with Live Science in 2013, the pentagram is merely the outline of a park made in the form of a star. Sure it is. It's too convenient. Yeah, let's make a park. Yeah, like the constructor was like, yeah, I just have a really good idea for like a star with a circle in it. It'll be really fun and inspiring for kids. Meanwhile, he holds like demons there. Likely. That's more likely. Bring your salt and iron, everyone. Just Chris is, what could it be? It's a face. Broken face. Reddit users report this creepy broken face on Google Maps is somewhere off the coast of The Hague in Netherlands. It's an artsy sculpture. People like making artsy sculptures around the world and putting them random places. This reminds me of that scene in Planet of the Apes when he's like, you blew it up! That's what that reminds me of, except I don't know what that statue would be. But imagine if somebody was like actually from the past and now it's the future and you just see a random guy walking up going, you blow it up! Just two buddies who are meant to be friends. They go to the same place. Number 3, a glitch in the Matrix. Deja vu is a glitch in the Matrix. That happens all the time to me. It used to happen a lot when I was a kid, now not so much, which is weird. It happens when they change something. They cut the hard line. It's a trap, get out! Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like two guys shopping and now they're gonna become best friends. Like maybe the guy behind him was like, hey, nice jacket. The guy ahead goes, oh, you too. And then they become best friends. It's a story about two bros. I love that. Love a bromance. Or not. It is Pride Month. What is that? It's a bridge. Is there someone on the bridge? Is it a creature? What is it? What is it? Wait, go back? Is that supposed to be a... Oh my god, I just realized that's blood! Oh my god! Do you see that? Like, it's just, oh my god. This image set off a media panic when a Redditor first discovered it. The red streak along this dock in the Netherlands looks like evidence of a... I hope not. But if it is, geez, internet police, come on. Catch that guy. Ugh. People are awful. We talk about a lot of awful people on this channel and whew, it makes me so mad. Like nothing makes me like just wanna, it's awful. Catch that guy. Internet peeps, you know what to do. Catch him. Catch them. We don't know who it is. Reddit user Nafan shared this image of the ruins of Hashima, a Japanese island that has been uninhabited for nearly 40 years. Once a mining town with more than 5,000 residents, Hashima was abandoned in the 1970s and is now deemed unsafe for tourists to visit, even though it's the site of Javier Bardem's lair in Skyfall. Oh, cool. That's neat. Why is it abandoned though? I'd like to know. Do we know? I don't think so. If you know, let us know in the comments because that's fun. We can start a dialogue about it. No. What is this? No. No. Pigeon people. This shot was reportedly taken on a sidewalk along the Tamagawa Josui in West Tokyo, the Mary Sue reports. Thanks, Mary Sue. I don't. I love people. We're just so weird and strange. Like we're a magical species. A bunch of people just wanting to be pigeons and standing in line. Into straight lines they walk together. Madeline? Nobody?
A car, likely belonging to the man himself, is parked nearby. A motorcyclist and other pedestrians can be seen walking by over the course of the video while the man paces around. However, what happens next will give you chills.
I mean, this video is already weird. I already have chills. Oh, there's a ghost coming. There's a ghost coming. There's a ghost coming. He entered his body.
A shadowy figure emerges from the direction of the road. The figure is dark and distorted.
He entered him.
The camera is unable to focus on it.
Imagine. Clear as day, that's a ghost coming out of the trees and just entered this innocent, seemingly innocent looking man. Or it could be a demon. Is that how possessions work? Just out of nowhere, they just walk into your body and then they are you. Whoo! I could be possessed. I think I was born possessed, to be honest.
What's going on, John?
At the start, you can hear screams and the voice of the hotel security manager who guides one of his employees through the operation. Most chillingly, perhaps, is the appearance of what appears to be something coming straight out of the room as the man investigates inside.
Ooh.
It is worth noting that by law, hotels and other similar establishments are prohibited from recording sound from surveillance equipment, so the screams would most likely be from a walkie-talkie, transmitted from the man's unit at the room to the other unit, where it could have been recorded. As for the apparition that left the room, we could never be certain.
That's creepy. I had no idea that hotels couldn't record audio. Kind of makes sense, but isn't that inconvenient? Why can't they record audio? Oh, just in case there's secrets in the hallways? I don't know. But that's creepy. I would not want that job, to be like a security guard at a hotel. Too many people coming and going, all of the killers. It just feels like killers go into hotels, you know? No one else, only killers. But I do get scared every time I'm in a hotel room. Like, I look at the vents and I look at everything and I think, God, maybe this is the room where there's a secret camera. So sometimes I just flip them off, you know? Do you ever just look at a vent and go like that, just in case someone's watching? So you know. They think that you know. But really, there's probably nothing there, but you want to be one step ahead of them.
Film flying over the Nuevo Leon Mountains in Mexico. According to those who captured the video, it appeared to be wearing a cape, an observation that led to theories it was a witch.
The heck? That is a witch. How are they doing that? They're on a broomstick. Legit. This is legit. Look at them go.
Eerily, in support of this claim, 2 policemen revealed that they had seen a similar or identical witch that same day.
Una persona vestida de negro, así con plumas.
Wow, why aren't we talking about this? When the police are like, oh, we saw something weird, that's when I'm like, oh, like this is real. This is a real video. That's a witch on a broomstick flying across the mountains. Like, this is so real. That's where they all fly, across mountains. I know this because I've seen the movie The Witches. The original, not the Anne Hathaway show. I'm talking the original. It opens, they're flying across the mountains, you know? They go to the Netherlands. They're hiding in the corners, snatching children who just want some milk.
Over just yet. Near the end of the aforementioned interview, an unknown woman seems to scream out, "Help us."
Hey, 50 grand does a lot of talking. You buy me a beer, I might do some more talking.
What? No, this is like, that's clear as day. Surely they stopped the interview, called the cops and was like, maybe investigate this man? Well, this man's now. Are those people free? There's clearly people in that shed right there. I heard them scream, help me, clear as day. Holy shit. These people need help. I'm stressed. Someone find out. I need more information. It needs to be explained.
The videographer films the moon on a daily basis. However, in his latest look, he apparently captured these UFOs.
Is that a UFO? Well, I guess they're disappearing.
Based on the
Maybe
size of their shadows, they would have to be massive.
Oh. I guess so, because the moon is pretty damn big. They would have to be big boys. And then they disappear into thin air. Okay, this is apparently the moon. Seems right, looks legit. I was thinking like space debris, but apparently this is massive. So, could be UFO. I'm not, you know, in the know on all the space business. I don't associate with space, especially not the moon. Don't really talk to it much. So I don't know what's going on up there.
Shot by Atlanta resident Sebastian Badajoz.
What the hell?
It shows a private plane frozen in midair.
It's just like floating. It's like the Truman Show. Legit. Is it moving backwards?
Initially, some skeptics blame the wind, yet the banner behind the plane doesn't reflect this.
That's It's like time has stopped in the sky. Nothing's moving, everything's frozen. Or it's like the Truman Show. This guy is Truman. Nothing else is real. It's all a set. It's all imaginary. We're all watching him. It's how it is. Do you ever think you might be in the Truman Show? I'm always performing for you because this is the show, the Truman Show, but the Chris Show.
A video of him riding his motorbike at this very bridge during the night. What was supposed to be a regular recording of his hobby soon took a darker turn. Take a look. An image of what seems to be a woman suddenly appears at the side of the bridge. When he turned his head and camera around, the woman simply disappeared without a trace. Concerned, the group went back to check. They found nothing. Even stranger, there were no reports of suicide at the bridge afterwards, adding further mystery to the encounter. Based on the channel's typical content, it is quite unlikely that the video was made solely for the purposes of fabricating a paranormal situation.
Legit, yeah. That YouTube channel is just dedicated to their motorbikes. They love their bike. They love their two-wheelers. I think it's a ghost of someone who leaped off the bridge, which is fair enough. But that sucks. Like, do you think you have a say in whether you, like, pass on, or do you always have to linger?
Forest with a drone. A white and grayish figure is then spotted within the surrounding area. The owner of the drone, seemingly curious to this discovery, decided to look at what he found at a different angle. Here, the chilling view of what appeared to be a woman in a dress comes into the scene.
Oh, is that a woman?
There is no official documentation to the incident, unfortunately, but her presence was indeed quite peculiar. For one thing, sightings of the world-famous black-eyed children were also reported in the area, and the site was also where 3 young girls in the 1960s. Is this woman related to such a long-forgotten grisly incident? What is she trying to do in these woodlands?
I mean, I couldn't even tell that it was a woman. To me, it looked like Leatherface with his apron on, probably a chainsaw in hand, ready to kill. I don't like that. I don't like anyone who lurks in the woods.
Of this old video, you can already see a black figure loom a bit closer towards the camera, darting backward in the opposite direction as soon as it appears. By today's standards, the authenticity of this so-called Reaper would most likely be dubious at best, but it still does raise a few unexplained eerie questions. Was it an actual person? If so, why does it move unnaturally relative to the dust particles in the background? If it was edited, then how can a video as old as this have access to such editing quality? Lastly, if it was not the Reaper or a caved person, then what was it?
Okay. If the video's old, how do people have access to the editing quality? I mean, think of movies. There's editing been going on for years. These are facts. They didn't just create editing. I didn't see anything, to be honest. I saw like a kind of movement, but to be honest, when that video played, I thought that white thing hanging was someone hanging. That's what I was looking at the whole time.
Take a look.
Huh?
This seemingly impossible event is captured by a security camera overlooking a skate park. If we watch it again, the man stands still for a moment. He raises his arms out wide as a small but visible cyclone forms where he stands. While others panic and move away, the man moves slowly, giving the viewers the impression he's not at all worried about the strong winds.
I would say with that close-up, he seems pretty worried about the strong winds, but how does he not blow away? The house started to blow away, unless this is fake. I mean, a high chance here. I thought at first he was standing there and he was spinning in a circle and he was causing this, like, what do you call it? Cyclone? Tornado. Mini baby tornado. Cyclone. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's too early for that. Oh, I'm not used to jump scares on this channel anymore. I'm used to feeling numb and feeling nothing. But that got me. It's too early. Damn. That got my heart racing. That was very effective. I guess it's from a short film. Amazing. I want to watch that full short film. Send me the entire thing, or was that the short film? But that was great. Whew, congrats. You got me. Oh no.
Yeah, there it is.
No.
There's a very lacking photo. Don't.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. Yeah, take a photo. It's very rare to see a photo like this. Sure. Don't be hasty. I'm telling you the truth. I'm your guide. You're a man. Yeah. Let's go check my dog.
The guide gets out from the front of the car to take a selfie. He's got a whole tour to worry about right here. That animal's capable of butchering them all. And he's just like, selfie time. Imagine. Oh my god, I would lose my... I'd be hyperventilating. I'd be crying in the back of the car. I'd think, that's it, I'm gonna die. And it's not gonna be a pleasant death. You're gonna die in a really horrible way. It's gonna be brutal. That's gonna f you right up. Oh, don't like animals, not wild ones. People getting demons cast out of their bodies. Oh, I love this guy, I follow him.
From the deepest ocean.
The deep ocean?
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
I am the Supreme Commander.
That was really upsetting to watch, mostly because I know this is fake. 100% that's fake. I hate his voice. The only, like, I don't believe in this stuff, personally. It may come as a surprise. I don't think there's a heaven or hell or demon or angels, whatever. I think it's all a load of bull. But this is fake. The one thing I can't explain is when people like say they're possessed and they start speaking in tongues and they start speaking languages they never knew. That I can't explain. That's like witchcraft. Two men are searching in an abandoned building. While they were in the building, they got a mysterious figure that seemed to be wearing a white dress. Right there. The woman who died in that building in the 1800s. Woohoo! It's always the same. It's always a woman, always in a white dress, always dead. All female ghosts are brides. That's what always happens. It's always someone in a wedding dress who died on their wedding day. And they die either before the wedding or right after. Usually it's right before the wedding. Like they either fall down the stairs, they had an affair, someone found out, they killed them on their wedding day. It's classic.
Did you know that Now You See Me in this scene,
I did.
Isla Fisher was actually drowning? Yeah. She was trying to signal for help, but everyone in the scene just thought she was acting. And while there was a safety button in place to help drain all the water, she couldn't reach it because her chains kept getting tangled. Finally, they stopped the take and she was okay, but she ended up being underwater for 3 minutes.
I was banging and saying, you know, set me free, but everyone just thought I was doing fabulous acting. They thought I was being Meryl Streep in the tank. Actually, I was drowning. Yeah. All I was thinking about was me on the autopsy table, bloated in a swimming costume with heels, and how humiliating that was.
I did know this fact, because I love my movie facts, and that is so scary. Imagine, like, you're supposed to be in distress, and you are in distress because you're quite literally dying, and they think, wow, this girl's getting an Oscar. Like, screw that. This also happened to Naomi Watts in the movie The Impossible. When there was like a drowning scene and she's underwater, she was like, oh, they strapped me to a chair and then I couldn't breathe, I was drowning, and they just kept going. It's like, how, like, I'd never do a drowning scene because you might drown and they might think, well done, like, look at you, we got the reaction we wanted. Frightening. Tiny Tim's back. No, nah. This is why I don't go outside at night. I don't want that. Imagine passing someone, then they just start scurrying backwards towards you. I don't want anyone to come near me. Don't come near me. Even if it's a pandemic or not, just don't come near me unless I invite you to come near me. I don't want anyone running at me. I don't like when anyone moves really fast when they don't need to. In 2018, someone on Reddit posted an image of a man in Egypt who looks a hell of a lot like Steve Jobs. Many people now claim that Steve Jobs faked his death. You know what? If anyone is going to fake their death, it would be Steve Jobs. Just seems right, you know? Or like someone like Elon Musk. They would just be like, adios, but just really hide for the rest of their lives. You know, he did his thing. He made Apple. Now he's like, well, maybe I'm tired and I just want to go hide away somewhere. But legitimately, I think he is dead. And it was, I think he had cancer, didn't he? He died of cancer. He did. He got very sick. I don't think he's alive. But there are some people who think Michael Jackson is still alive. And Tupac. I mean, there's lots of evidence, but I think at the end of the day, we just need to accept that a lot of people look like other people. Although I did see a weird video of Michael Jackson right after he died, and he was in, like, an ambulance, and then he just, like, jumps out. But that could be a fake video. Most likely is a fake video. Oh. No, that was trippy. Also, any kind of video that has Tiny Tim tiptoe through the window, through the tulips or whatever, wherever he's tiptoeing around, it's f***ing freaky. It just makes me think of The Conjuring and that little ghost boy dancing in the kitchen or in the living room. And this is how he dances. Put it side by side. This is exactly how he's doing it, and I hate it. Just dance like a normal person. Bigfoot caught on camera. In this video, you can see the famous Bigfoot upon these Oh. Well, that was so short, I can't really tell. Also, the proportions are way off. Like, I can't tell next to that tree whether that looks like a regular-sized human or is that obscenely large. I can't tell. Is Bigfoot real? I think it could be real. Like, you know, bears are weird. I think bears are weird. Like, all animals are weird when you think about it. Moose. Like, what the f***? Why are they like that? You know? This girl said she got a new dog. Sick. Where is it? But I'm pretty sure that's not a dog. Where? Was there a face? Oh, hold on.
At the end, you see it.
Oh, like very subtle. Very subtle. It looks like something from like the Russian sleep experiment. Very gaunt. Not much life there. That's no dog.
Next time, fall in front of my car. You assumed that!
What would you have done if we fell in front of your car?
Probably ran you over.
Okay, so you just said you're gonna run us over.
I probably would have, because you're falling right in front of cars.
I don't think anyone fell.
No one fell, dude.
Yeah, you're over here falling out on the street. You go ahead.
You didn't see anyone fall.
Okay, so us falling in the street just like you coming over here with a metal bat.
No! Is what gets me over here.
Okay.
You talking a little.
Alright.
Hey, this is all on video camera, just so you know.
Good!
Good! Yeah, that's how I feel whenever I do something embarrassing. Good! Thank goodness that's on camera. Ugh! I think what irritates me the most about these is the fact that they're trying so hard to defend something that didn't happen that they're getting that much more angry. That's how you know people are lying, is when they get so defensive over something that didn't happen. It's out of embarrassment. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, just take a breath. Practice some yoga, okay? It's good for you. It's good for the psoas.
What you are. Please leave. Oh, I'm leaving.
Oh, you're leaving.
You're gonna be leaving soon too. I promise you that. No good. Okay, that's fine.
Potty mouth.
Call racism. You're more racist than the fucking white person ever. Okay. Fucking black.
Okay, that doesn't bother me.
Okay,
have a good day.
Don't get monkey.
Get out.
Get out.
I love how she's carrying her purse, like she's just like getting out, so angry. That's some angry purse carrying. You know she's mad when she's flinging that purse around. Oh my god. I hate that. I hate seeing that at grocery stores. But that purse, wow. Wow. I love all the hypocrisy in that video. Well done, woman. Well done. Read a book! Just read, everyone. Come on.
Go to QT for 5 minutes and this is what we see. Wait for it. Hi.
Oh, you tell him, man. I don't think she was being the Karen there. I think he was being the Karen for a second there, because he's obviously fighting with that guy and she's like, had enough, with your idiocy, get in the car, you damn toddler. That's what she's doing there. I don't think she's the Karen, I think he's the Karen. It looks like anyways. It's so exciting for me.
How dare you? I'm 3 blocks down. Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? Maybe everybody else wants to enjoy the peace and quiet. This is one of the most important places in all of North America. Who are you? Who are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist. An artist respects the silence. It serves as the foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have the talent.
Oof. I don't know where they are. I don't know what place this is. I can't tell from the regular concrete that I see everywhere. But man, does this person feel very passionately about it. Oof. They're having a day. They're having a bad day. We don't know what's happening, but that could mean that the other person's having a bad day. Why? I don't get it. Just leave it alone. You don't know who they are? Get out.
And I'll slam you with this.
You
I called the cops the other day.
Let me get my.
Wouldn't help me.
Cause I didn't do anything to you, man.
I'm
walking past, and you stole my stuff. You hit me. You stole my stuff.
No.
Yes, you did. Let me get my stuff. It's all over the ground.
Get away from me.
I didn't do anything to you, man. I'm walking past.
You threatened my life watching
No,
me
I didn't.
In the
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do, and so does my son.
You stole my stuff.
If he was awake,
let me get my stuff.
You'd be dead right now.
Oof. Oh, it's so sad. It really is. It breaks my heart. She needs help. She does. But I don't know. That's a very awkward position to be in. Ugh. I've seen that happen. It's city life, baby. I've seen it happen, and it just breaks my heart every single time. But it's also awkward being in that position because you're like, I could really get hurt here. There was a brick in her hand. That's terrifying. Ugh.
To my car. I had to climb over. And then when we were talking about it, about how close they parked, she came and went, "Oh, you stupid ass, wanna talk?"
Wrong. I told you my boyfriend did not hit your car because you said if my boyfriend hit your car, you were
ass fat.
Sorry guys, can we just end this, please?
If they leave,
I have to wait for my brother to be done in the bank.
and my boyfriend has to go into the bank.
Like your boyfriend has any money.
My boyfriend has a job,
Look
do
at your
you?
car. You ain't got no money.
My boyfriend has a lot more money than you.
Poor guy. Poor guy mediating this. I don't know which one is the Karen, but essentially a Karen is somebody who just never grew out of their toddler rage. Just never grew out of it. Like I've worked with a lot of kids before, and just like when two toddlers argue, it's just nonsensical stuff going back and forth, and you just don't know, you can't see the sky. And so you're just like, you know what guys, just take a break. Just go opposite directions, and you kind of just have to give up because you're gonna keep focusing on it. And that's what these remind me of, and it's like, you're a grown person! Be a decent human being.
The manager of the here.
That's not
Who saw him choke me to the ground? Who saw me?
I saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to, and then I saw him
me
push
to
you
the
out
ground.
the door.
You deserve
I'm pretty sure you're mistaken.
In a dress!
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo! You
Oh my god, these videos give me secondhand anxiety. Like, I just hate the awkwardness, man. I love when people think that they're the only person who matters. It drives me nuts. It's a pet peeve. I'm like, hey, hi, sorry. No, you're important, but not more important than everybody else here, okay? Oh, I hate that.
Okay.
Patrolling over by the fairgrounds. But he's recording me right
My
now.
eyes will, like,
I'm
roll
recording
myself
you
back
because
in my head.
let me
God
talk
damn
to
it.
your husband. I don't need permission. We're in public.
Okay.
I usually don't do this, but you're being funny.
All right.
I do like
No,
your
that's
glasses.
fine.
I like your glasses. Can we trade glasses? I like yours better.
Oh yeah, he's
Kill him with kindness, yeah.
Yeah, I'm unbelievable, huh?
Okay.
Come on, Karen, let's just be friends.
I don't don't know what's happening in that video. I don't know what the issue is, but man, passive aggressiveness is just deplorable. Handle it. I know I said I don't like confrontation, but when it does arise, you gotta deal with it head on, otherwise that happens and you turn into a Karen. It's like teeth come out, your fingers grow long nails, and you get a purse up here, like you just turn into a Karen. It's like the werewolf transformation.
It's a girl. I can feel it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy Karen. Holy Karen. Calm down, Karen.
I want your money. I want everything. Stop filming me. Stop filming me.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna film you. I'm gonna film you.
What are you gonna do, Karen?
Where do you live? Where do you live? Call your mother. Where do you live? Look it. There's a scratch on my car. There. Look.
Karen, say hi to the camera.
Take a picture of this.
Oh my god, come on. Like you're yelling at these people for no reason and you got your phone, you're like, tell me where you live. So persuasive. Of course I would tell her where I live. Oh my good god. Wow, I love that. If it's that expensive, Karen, you can just get it paid. You can pay for the little scratch, okay? You're probably just on your way home from crashing your car or like scraping it against a signpost because you're probably an awful driver. And then you just see these kids with a bike and find an excuse. That's probably what really happened.
Don't attack me, bro. Don't attack me. Right here.
Oh
come on, get the here. Come on, what are you gonna do, bro?
Yes, we're white supremacists. Yes, we are.
Look at his sparkling helmet.
Oh! Okay. I thought that was a person for a second. Oh, what? I mean, to be fair, I have yet to see a Karen I do not find terrifying because it's like, you exist? I love he's like, don't fight me. He's in this guy's space. He's keeping it so cool. He's like, okay, I won't. But he clearly wants to be fought.